Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it might happen to be when you're tuning in to watch this. Welcome to the daily random vlog. I have another project on the go because I'm actually feeling ambitious today. Hope you guys are having a good day so far and are being productive or just at least smiling. Sometimes it's all that matters. It's just to have that smile, feel a little bit positive. It's nice out. It's like almost t-shirt weather, pretty much t-shirt weather outside. I do plan on going out and driving RCs, but as I said before, I'm going to try not to douse you guys with day after day of RCs. You hear that bird outside? He's trying to tell you guys something. I don't know why. I don't speak bird. But one of my projects I have on the go is the oxyhydrogen production cell. I'm gonna make some gas, not gasoline, but when this is done, you would be able to put it under the hood of your car and have the oxyhydrogen feed into your intake, helping greatly reduce the amount of gasoline you're burning and greatly increase the efficiency of the fuel burn rate. You ever looked up to see what your motor's fuel burn rate actually is? You'd be surprised to find out you're burning less than half the gas you're pumping into that car. Anyhow, that's one project that's just on the side. I need to find some acrylic screws or some acrylic rods to properly space the plates without any conductivity between them. Yeah, so that'll continue. Today's project, check this out. I had an idea. Megas has that big old 3S battery in it, and it lasts a lot longer than the other truck. So I was thinking maybe I could tow the other truck or trailer the other truck with Megas, like using Megas to pull it on a trailer or a two-wheel dolly of sorts. I've used lots of two-wheel dollies in the past. My buddy G from Bothwell, he's not in Bothwell anymore, but G from Bothwell, we used to use two-wheel dollies all the time to get vehicles around. I'm thinking now I could build one of those, like roughly 10th scale, big enough to hold at least a slash. I don't know if it's going to end up being an actual trailer, or if it's just going to end up being a two-wheel dolly. We'll see what happens as I go, but I've never tried to make this before, and I'll show you the materials I'm working with so far. I've chosen to do this in plastic. I should say that first, because I've never done it before. Plastic's way easier to work with. And number two, I don't weld. I don't have a welder. I don't have access to steel rod. Otherwise, yes, I would love to make this out of metal. But check this out. Now, I've worked with this stuff before. It's just plastic tubing. It's fairly strong, and what I've gone ahead and done is cut these little holes into it here so that I'll be able to cross mount pieces like this. And this would be upside down to what it actually is. This is big enough the tire just sits on there, and then you could chain it down and hold it on there. This is just the beginning though. I will give you guys updates as I go and get more pieces done. I'm going to put it all together, test it out, blah 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 blah. You get the idea. For an axle underneath, I'm thinking I'm just going to use, for now, my spare Raider front axle pieces. And then I'm sure I've got a spare set of tires I can throw on it. I'll figure it out though. My first trailer build. Wish me luck. So can you all guess where we are again? Oh, we're back over here to get some RC Sandy. I missed the last trip here. Chewy and Hef's boy were over here. Steven, that's it. So I'm gonna check out the jumps they were working on. We're also waiting. We're waiting. Mr. Dent. For Mr. Dent, as Chewy just informed you. He's helping me out in my haste of buying RC stuff this month. I may have skimped out on my e-juice levels a little bit. So I've run shy on e-juice, and that's pretty important, you know. I think I've still relied upon the nicotine, but at least it's a safer, cleaner, better for me, healthier method. So he's going to hook me up with some e-juice today. Just waiting for his arrival. But in the meantime, I'll see if I can't set this camera up and show you the jumps. Yes, the jumps. The jumps. You can even see them way out there. Yeah. And so Megas is already dirty. Coming here dirty. Look at all that stuff down inside beside the receiver box. In case you're wondering, yes, the egg is still being used. It's got my on-off switch in it. It's kind of sealed up so that no more water issues, because it sucks getting taken out of the game over a little bit of water. I'm good to go. Just wait for Chewy's suspension adjustment.
Yeah, I need the
Leave alone.
Need her nose. Oh. We got a dent. Wave. You'll see this when you watch it tomorrow. I'm telling you to wave. There you go. Good boy.
with a little bit of persuasion.
He's gonna laugh when he watches this tomorrow. You're gonna laugh. You better laugh. Now see, he could build a scale model of that very easily. But got me some U-turn Crunchberry, courtesy of Mr. Dent. Thank you very much.
Not a problem, not a problem.
It's nice when people remember you. We're still waiting for a suspension adjustment on Chewy, but we are going out, don't you worry.
Only way down has everything in it. Same thing, it's the track.
That motor is for this size. It's not electric yet. Yes, it is. I don't know. Nothing to about it. Yeah. Oh! You got it? Yeah. Alright, thank you.
Look at the big fucking... I'm telling you, mister, wait till I get mine going and I'll go after your ankles.
Incoming! That's too brutal, man. The jumps are being pretty hard on poor Megas' body. Just that one clip. Do you want to do some first-hand shooting? Want to be a cowboy, do some shooting? Want to make a dust cloud? Forget to check that temperature. Oh, it's fine. Oh, you knocked my body. No.
I'm telling you, mister, once I get mine going, you're going to be moving those ankles.
I'm gonna try and do drift circles around myself one-handed. Are you gonna try and join in on that? Ah.
Well, dusty, I don't know how well that's
That didn't work out too well. I got a little dizzy. So hard to do one-handed. Yeah, throttle more, throttle less. Roll the car. Problem is, you lose steering capability, and if you try to steer the back tires, it just pushes it forward. Okay, I think that's good enough. Have we had enough? You dead? Yeah, Chewy's dead.
out of fuel.
Don't look at me, because I ain't got one.
In a box in my room under safekeeping.
Truck still needs
So I wanted to start another project actually for a while, and I know I'm taking on a lot of projects at once. I've got Mystery Red, but that's like an ongoing thing. The only way that won't continue to be a project is if I get rid of it, and that isn't happening now, is it? So this next project, you guys, I remember I described the trailer project earlier. It's not going to be a dolly. I think it's going to be a trailer big enough to fit a Slash, maybe a Summit. We'll have to see how it looks when it's done. This project involves this guy right here. This is a high-tech charger. It charges just about anything you've got, up to a 6-cell, which is pretty cool. You can do a USB charge with it. It's got a USB link spot and everything, so you can update the software and whatnot. I'm assuming that's what that's for. This here is the 12-volt connector. I just have it tied, looped like that, so that these have no chance of connecting each other. For the test, I was using alligator clips. What I wanted to do was set up a 12-volt field charge system, so when we go out to a track, we can actually charge the vehicles, do a little track maintenance while the batteries are charging, and be able to do longer runs, I suppose. Now, this is what I'm going to be using for power. So right here is a 12-volt, 20 amp hour sealed lead acid battery. I actually have 5 of these things, and turns out they're all still good. They're from my e-bike. I don't use my e-bike anymore. I wanted to post it up for sale, but I don't know what's going on that way so far. So for now, I'm going to use it as field charging batteries. And you figure at 20 amp hours, and I'm not an electrician, but with 20 amp hours, that should give, with this at, say, 2 amps charge, that's like 10 hours worth of charging, I think. 2 amp, 20 amp hour, 10 hours, yeah. I think so. And it pretty much just rigs up like so. Get that positive wire hooked up. Get that negative wire hooked up. And then it can only be plugged in one way. Yeah, my fan makes a little funny noise like that. But as you can tell, it's all on. Should be able to handle up to even more than a 2 amp charge. So if we want to say put a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on a 4 amp charge, it'll charge it a little bit quicker. So yeah, this is going to end up being our field charge system. I want to stick it in my father's old flight box that he used to use for nitro planes. And yeah, it should all fit in there nicely, and we can actually not only just run this charger, but Chewy has an Onyx charger that can accept the 12 volt input as well, which means we can have multiple batteries going. 2 of these 40 amp hours running 2 chargers should do sufficiently for a day. And to go one step further, we could even probably bring up a 12 volt power inverter, so 12 volt to 120 house, and I could add an additional battery into that bank, keeping them all parallel so they're all 12 volts but major amp hours. This could also allow me to be able to charge this camera out in the field, or if I want to run a radio or something, I don't know, like it adds a lot of possibilities having that power out there in the bush or wherever we're running the trucks, right? So many projects, too much time, not enough resources. If you hear me speaking about a project and you have something you think that could help, get a hold of me through the Random Andrew Facebook page and we'll figure out a way to get those resources available. Tons of projects, and I welcome any and all help. Thanks for watching today's vlog, guys. I really appreciate it. Your support is amazing. It's wicked. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned. Keep a smile on your face. Stay positive, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Yeah, I know I said that backwards. Oh well. Good night. Vlog over.